There's loads of things here. Macaque. Right, I want to make sure I get the right things, you see. A lemur climbing frame. Duplicate. Right, so let's waz you around like that. Okay, it's looking better. It's looking better. Right, so what else do we need in here? Why is that water looking murky? Right, so should we try and buy some macaques then? What's happening in the zoo? Hang on. Okay, warthogs are fighting. Find me a warthog. Social. Yeah, the adults are a little bit high. Let's just have a look at that. No, we've done something. Yeah, continue. I've done 2 new things. Let's go on to like something different. Right, so what have I got male-wise? Dabir's my main adult, isn't he? So we get rid of these youths. Okay. Cool. Everybody happy? Everybody enjoying the zoo? Right, we said we'd have a think about buying some macaques, didn't we? What I'm going to do is we're going to save the zoo. Hooray! That's the thing to do. Save the zoo. Right, let's try and do this then. This will be hilarious. Japanese macaque. Okay. Well, we have Tahiro, who's here and looks amazing, don't you? Yeah. So we've got one male there. So let's have a look at just females. Well, there aren't many, but I don't see why. Oh, we haven't got that much money, have we? Right, these are going to be lonely, these guys, aren't they? So we're going to move them into Habitat 5. And again, you move into Habitat 5. Okay, and the other thing I want to do is get a new keeper. So we want a new staff member for this. So a new caretaker. Do I want a new caretaker? We're introducing a massive amount of path here. A new keeper. That's not a caretaker, that's a security guard. We want a new keeper for this. Maybe a new mechanic. Right, so the first thing to do is check that these animals are alright in here, because honestly, right, so pause the game, select one of the, oh no, select this first. This is the first thing you should do every single time. Habitat, alright, boom. Right, now run the game so the game's moving and go around the whole thing. The whole thing, alright? Right, they can get everywhere in there. There's no red alerts saying that they can get out anywhere. Alright. Now the other thing I've noticed is they can't get upstairs in there. So let's do that then. So let's pause the game again. And we're going to habitat. And we've got these, haven't we? These ramps here. So these ramps, we want to be able to get like that. Why have you suddenly gone at a stranger angle than that last one was? Tell me. Not quite on the floor, is it? Okay, so now what is there? Where are my two tiny macaques? They're way over here. What I need to do is this. We need to unpause the game, and let's do that. Boom. Now we can get into there, onto the roofs, and onto that top bit up there. There's still no red things flashing saying that they can get out. Right, that's fine. Okay, so what else? What else then? Let's switch that off. How are you for everything else? It's saying habitat's rubbish. Terrain's rubbish, it's saying. There's way too much long grass. Not enough snow. So we need some snow in here, alright? We definitely need some around the sleeping area, don't we? So we can put that in there. Right, and you want a bit more snow, don't you? You want more snow, so let's pop some snow in. I want loads up here, don't I? Because this is a mountain. Now these types of apes like the snow, okay? It's not cruel putting them in a snowy environment. They like it. They come from Japan. And they actually... I think these are the ones that go into hot springs. And sit in the hot springs. So let's just get this pretty snowed up. I wanna get as much snow in as we can. Based on where the coolers are, so I know where the coolers are and whether they're working. I think that's all the snow covering I'm going to get, isn't it? What else? So, oh, there's nowhere near enough snow, it says. Alright, okay. So let's go for another cooler then. So let's have one in here. So hopefully that'll cover a bit of that. And then one over here. And we're going to pop more snow in. So more snow, please. More snow. It needs a second for those areas to just cool a little. Come on. Cool down. I think we're going to need another one over here, you know. Because that food area is actually quite warm over there. What's auto paint? I've no idea what that's doing, but I don't want it. Whatever it is, I don't want it. So let's get these sorted now. Right, okay. Are you cold enough now to be... Right, so that all looks like it's done. How much? Still not enough snow. All right. More cold, please. These guys really do like it cold, don't they? Right. So how am I for everything else? Correct amount of rock. Correct amount of soil. Why is the rock in brown? Okay, snow could be a little bit more. And grass short could be a little bit more. So have we got a bit more snow? Please, terrain, a bit more snow. Where did I put those bits? We put some over there, didn't we? I think we're pretty much done there. Terrain, good. Environment, nowhere near enough plants. So we're Asia, Tiger, Temperate. So let's get some. I want to just put some rocks in first. No, it won't like that, will it? We want Tiger and Temperate. Biome. Tiger, Temperate. Okay, and so these are the types of rocks that we're likely to find. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop a load of these in. Because we want it to look fantastic. Can I just have it on day, please? How do I stop that? How do I make it just day? In fact, I could just wait until it gets to day, couldn't I? Let's wait till it just gets to daytime, and then we'll mess about with it. Remember, don't put the rocks too close to the edges because they can stand on the rocks and jump out. Oh yes, they can. Oh yeah, believe me, they can. Same goes for the walls. Don't put big ones next to the walls, or else all of a sudden there'll be apes everywhere. Okay. So I've just paused the game there as the sunlight came out and hit the exhibit. That was a good enough time there to pause it, so we can get some rockery in and just start making it look a little bit more like an environment rather than a built area. So anywhere, what I tend to do with these is anywhere where there's a depression in the ground like this, I tend to plonk a rock in it, and then what I do with the smaller ones is where you've got the big ones, just go around and edge them so that they don't look as though they're lonely. So a couple near each one. Look, there's a gap here. Gap. We'll fill this in with little rocks, can't we? Little rocks on top of the big rocks. You can even, if you wish, pop a rock in there. We're just trying to make it interesting. There's a nice little gap. But as I said, don't put rocks close to the walls because they will jump out. You will find out pretty sharpish that they can jump quite a distance. Large rock here, isn't it? Don't really want a large rock, but there you go. It fits in there nicely. So we're starting to build up an area. This rock's too large for a lot of this. As I said, I don't want them too close to the barrier's edge, but we can certainly get them in the middle. And what you want is interesting ways for the animals to get to the various things. So wherever there's a feeder or something, make sure that they're clear because we want people to be able to see what the animals feeding, and also the animals can actually get to those things. That's quite tall and quite close to the edge. Right, I'm getting to the point now where I'm thinking that we've got quite a lot in here, and we're probably going to be okay with what we've got. Because once we've got some greenery in as well. So tiger, temperate, and Asia is what we want here. Asia, boom, beautiful. Righty, we want some cherry blossoms. How big are these? That one's quite small. It's quite small. That one's quite large. Should we go for that, but not like that? Okay, it is leaning over. I don't want it leaning over, really. We could have it up there leaning over, and it looks like a nice bit on top of the not too many of these. I want a couple spread around so we know where it is. We know that we're in Japan. There we are, quite pretty. We've got some water lilies as well. Do we want water lilies in here? In fact, the water lilies would be nicer where people can see them, won't they? So, sort of round in these sort of areas. I'm just thinking where there's a large expanse of water and not much else going on. I was just checking I'd got enough height in the enclosure. These are a very Japanese looking tree, aren't they? I'm really after ground cover more than anything. Just things that they can wander through. I mean, nettles? What? They like nettles? Really? What else is the ground cover? Ground cover. Twin flowers. Oh, we can get some nice pink flowers in. We're not allowed to change the colour. Right, so let's get you in round here. See, again with the flowers, they're more for putting around things. So where I've got, what I did with these is anywhere where there was a rock and there was light and it around a sheltered bit, I put that plant in. So you'll find that they're all in the light over there. So what I'm thinking is that with these twin flowers, maybe these go in the shade and they like the light later on in the day. I'm thinking maybe. Got a few around there. So anywhere that's sort of shady and rocky, we're looking at those. Twin flower, large again, thank you. So I do tend to have patterns of planting when I do these things. So anywhere, I'll try and stick to that pattern. So if I've got like a plant that I'm putting in, I will think, right, what sort of environment do I want this plant to live in? And it might be that I've put it in entirely the wrong place for where a real one would grow. But at least if I try and stick to a pattern of, okay, so these are growing around rocks, but only where it's shady or only where it's bright. And then try and stick with that. At least I have consistent planting throughout my exhibit. See, the wisterias are nice, but I don't know. They don't look right, do they? They don't look right at all. We'll get rid of all those. They looked alright from the front. In fact, that one looks alright. That's not too bad. I might stick with that one. Right. What? Wisteria fill. I don't want that. No. Let's get rid of that. I don't like it. Vertical. Well, do vertical then. Wisteria vertical, and it's not vertical. Right. All right. Well, let's now move it nearer the wall. Okay. In fact, that don't look bad actually. I'm going to leave that. Where was that wisteria fill stuff? We just put like greenery at the bottom of this. Can we have a line to surface as well? Because this, I could probably get it growing up here, you see. So it's sort of growing up the walls a bit. How's that? It's a little bit better, isn't it? All this is in the sun, you see. It's getting full light in the morning. So let's do that. That'll be fine. Right. Cool. I haven't really got much in the way of ground cover, which is a bit pants. And the other thing is, I don't know whether my apes are enjoying this or not. Let's go and find one. There aren't many. There's one. You, young lady. Oh, it is a young lady as well. Let's have a look. Oh, we're just getting there with the coverage. So let's get a bit more in. Supernature. Why did I not put azaleas in? Supernature. Anybody worked out where these are going? You know, because I say that I have a general type of rule. It's just general type of rule. So what we're going for is places near rocks that aren't frozen. So these are actually going to go around the bits that are slightly thawed if there's rocks there. So like down here.